Hello guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Hit the bell icon button so that you don't miss out any tutorial.
Querying data with SQL Select Statement. In this section, we will going to look at SQL Select Statement, filter data using where clause with and or statement, advanced filtering using operators like between, in, not in, sorting the data using the order by, and finally limiting data and removing duplicates. So let's go ahead and look at the first topic, SQL Select Statement. SQLite Select Statement is used to fetch the data from a SQLite database table, which returns data in the form of a result table. These result tables are also called result sets. And here is a syntax for the SQL Select Statement. So it starts with the select keyword, select, and then you need to provide the column 1 and column 2 or n number of columns. So here column 1 and column 2 are basically your fields of table whose value you want to fetch. So for example, if you want the data from the salesperson table, then you will provide the salesperson ID, comma salesperson name, comma salary, or whatever attributes or whatever columns you want to fetch, you will provide those names over here. And then finally you will have from table name, where table name is nothing but the salesperson table name for this example. So whenever you have a need where you want specific columns to be fetched from the table, you provide the column name. But whenever you need all the data with all the columns, then you will use the command select star from table name. So let's go in the front end and see how we can do that. Here I am in the DB browser for SQLite, and here are the three tables that we had created earlier, and we have some data in the salesperson table. So to write the SQL select statement, we have to come to this section which is execute SQL. So once we are inside this, you have three different windows. The first window is where you will going to write the SQL select statement. The second window is where you will get the data out from the table. The third window will help you understand how many records that it has fetched, how much time it has taken to fetch records, and if there is any error, then it will show you that error as well. On the right hand side, this DB schema section basically gives you the information about your database objects like tables, indices, views, and triggers. So from here also we can take a clue about the tables that are present. So let's come over here and write the first command. So we have the data in the salesperson table. If I expand this, these are the columns that I can choose. So what I'll say is select, and as you can see, it has shown the help that I want to write select statement, and I can complete this by simply pressing tab. So select, after that name, comma, age, from, I'm just adding the or pressing the tab to complete all of my statement, which is a faster way instead of writing all the keyword names. And then the table name, salesperson, use the arrow key to come down to second salesperson table and press tab to complete this. So once this is there, we can come over here, which is execute all or selected SQL, and you have the shortcut as Control Return, F5 or Control R as a shortcut to run this command. So for now what I'll do is I will just execute this. So from this table, salesperson table, we have got the name and the age. So the name is present over here, age in the second column as we had specified it over here, and down there you see some output related to the table execution or the command execution related to the table. So this says that execution finished without errors. It has fetched 6 records and it has returned the records in 39 millisecond. And at line number 1, you have this command which is select name, age from salesperson. Now let's say if you want to fetch all the records, then what you need to do is just remove these columns and enter the star. Star indicates all the columns. So what we are going to do is again execute this, and now if you see we have ID, name, age, and salary, which is the 4 columns of this table, and all the data related to the table. So my advice is that whenever you have a very huge table which has millions of records, always be very specific about the number of columns that you want, because if you will use the star, it will take minutes or even sometimes hours to fetch the records. For a smaller table, it's not an issue. But advice is whenever you are fetching the records, always specify the specific names that you want to fetch from the table. And this select statement is not only limited up till here, it has a proper big syntax which can help us do a lot of customization. So let me quickly show you that syntax as well. And here is the standard SQL syntax, which is the start from the select star from table name that we have identified or seen earlier. After that, you can have the select distinct and then the column list from the table list. You can have the join to join other tables. You can have the where to filter the records. You can have order by to sort it, limit or offset to reduce the data set. You can have group by to grouping the columns by a specific value, and having clause as the group filter. So all of this we will see it in the next couple of videos, but here is a quick definition of each of the clause which is present. And in sometimes you will see that when you are giving the data science interview or the data analyst interview, the interviewer asks about the ordering of clause. That means whether group by comes prior to the order by or order by comes prior to the where. So you need to remember the order of these clauses so that you know where to apply, because if you will not apply this ordering, it may result into error. So that's about it for the SQL Select statement.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, do give us a thumbs up and share it. Also check out amazing discounts and offers on our premium courses in the description below.